Is if you did fuck the police, maybe there would be less problems. That's all I'm saying.
Hello, everybody. My name is Master Chen.
This is Doxy.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
And you are listening to Grey Noise. What the fuck? All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 108 of Grey Noise, the Information Security Podcast. As I've said before, my name is Master Chen, and you are listening to Grey Noise. We are here live at the Sin Shop, like every Friday night at 7:30. We are a couple of minutes late, but we're getting rid of some bees that were apparently buzzing around the microphones. So the address of Sin Shop is 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. We are still the Las Vegas Valley Hackerspace, and you can go to sinshop.org for more information on the Sin Shop, and for more information on our meetups, go to our meetup page. That's meetup.com/sinshop. And for more information on our podcast, go to GREYNOISE, GREYNOI.se. That is a Swedish domain, because so far we have not talked shit about Sweden, and we don't plan on it. So,
what?
Yeah, that's one of the stipulations of having a Swedish domain.
Is that you can't talk shit about
Sweden.
Sweden?
Don't talk shit about Sweden.
Kidding.
Really?
Yeah, that's what.
Well, one,
that's
why
what
would
BGM
we?
told me.
I love IKEA. I'm just saying.
I do, especially I love the Swedish meatballs. All right, now that's enough dick sucking.
No.
Here we go.
You see the night in Roxbury?
The what?
Night at the Roxbury?
Yo,
About the IKEA scene?
No.
No.
I didn't see it.
IKEA.
I haven't seen that
You haven't
in
seen that?
20
It's an
years.
No,
awesome
no.
show. Yeah. Night at the
It was in
Roxbury.
the show or the movie?
It's in a movie.
I guess I gotta watch it again.
Okay, so a couple of announcements before we get into today's discussion. Let's see. First of all, I found out over the week that I will be featured in the next 2600 magazine, which will be coming out in early October. That'll be the fall edition. I found out it was either Monday or Tuesday. It'll be the Hacker Perspective column, which is I'm excited for. The funny thing is, I wrote that freaking article like 2 years ago.
What was the article about?
It's called the Hacker Perspective. It's an ongoing column where you kind of just say what what hacking is to you, why it's important. It tries to capture the spirit of hacking, right?
Okay.
So I can't obviously I can't give too much about it because I want it to appear in their pages first, and then they give me all rights back, so like I can post it wherever the hell I want once it shows up in the magazine first. But I wrote that article 2 years ago. I looked at the email and I submitted it on August 20th, 2015. And so, like 6 months, maybe even a whole year after, I was just like, all right, well, I don't think it's going to happen. So whatever, let me work on my next submission and whatnot. Yeah. And then now it's back, or now it's showing up in the magazine, and I'm like super stoked. So watch out for it, and I'll be reminding you about it all throughout September. No, I won't, not really. But remember that October is coming up. So that means we will be having our scary, spooky intro, which I think
spooky intro.
Yeah, BGM's already kind of finalized how it's going to sound like. It sounds really cool and awesomeness.
I haven't heard it.
You haven't? He posted the link for us to listen.
When? Today?
No, like last week. He was working on this shit last week.
Very spooky.
Did you hear it?
No.
Oh,
no, like he posted it anyway.
But I'm sure it's spooky.
Well, okay, so BGM and I have like this tradition that we started like maybe 4 or 5 years ago called the 31 Days of Scary.
I know, I gave you movies.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like we either do a video game, a movie, or like something scary, like a haunted house, or whatever, every day of October.
Are there any
I
good
look
haunted
forward to
houses in Vegas?
it.
Or near Vegas?
Have Five Freddy's.
Five Freddy's?
Have Five Nights at Freddy's. Sorry.
That's a video game.
No. I want
They made a house. I'm sorry.
No. I want
Dude, you're killing me with this
I
whole
wanna-
like not coming up to the community
No,
mic.
I want to go to a real haunted house, like a legit haunted house, not like
There
a.
was last year at least. There was a there was a haunted house that was based on the Five Nights at Freddy's video game.
No, I want to go to like where somebody died and they think there's real ghosts.
What the
there.
hell is wrong with you?
That's what I want to see.
Like,
okay, so
really died?
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
like
hold
not
on.
like
Everywhere.
I don't want to.
probably
I don't want to
someone
just go
did.
to
I
like
know,
a murder
like-
house. I'm just thinking about houses that are possibly haunted.
All
Like
the
real
houses were probably behind them got bulldozed like
Yeah.
40 years ago.
Oh,
They don't really keep history around here. you
Never
know.
mind then.
All right. So I've tried to get. I've tried to go to a haunted house. I actually went to the Queen Mary with BGM a long time ago. That's in Long Beach. It's a ship that's always docked.
I've been there.
And it's a hotel now. And then like
That's haunted?
They say it's haunted, yeah. And so we went there we were trying to do ghost hunting, like back in our early days of our 20s. We tried to go there with some
Long
sound
time
recording
ago.
equipment and et cetera.
That's pretty awesome. Did you get like the engine room tour and all that kind of haunted?
We did, but the thing is, so we wanted to do like kind of our own tour where like we go around with our own recording equipment and try to find stuff. And we weren't being super loud, and it wasn't like 2 in the morning. It was a little bit later in the evening, like 9 or 10 or whatever. But we weren't being super loud. We weren't bothering anybody. We were just walking around recording stuff, and the security guard got really pissed at us. And was like, oh, you need to, put that away and go back to your room. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, really? You advertise this as a haunted hotel, and apparently it's really haunted, and you don't allow ghost hunters to do your thing?
Maybe they don't want you to die.
Oh no, they didn't want them to capture the ghost, and
Or
then
that
they
too.
won't have them anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to capture the ghost, take it away from the hotel, and then they just lose all their promotional cred.
Could be any of those
Start
things.
your own hotel and haunt it.
Well,
Huh? Huh?
that's
Oh,
right.
my goodness.
50 bitcoins and you get the ghost back.
There you go.
All right. Sure, yeah. Actually, speaking of ghosts, I know we were talking about Ghostbusters, the new one, right?
Ghostbusters?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, this has nothing to do with hacking. I just wanted to talk about, like,
I mean, there's technology in the movie.
was it good technology? Was it a good portrayal of technology?
They hunted ghosts with that. I feel like that's the best technology.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think ghosts are real.
It's debatable.
I mean, okay, I have yet to see a ghost because there have been a lot of things that I thought were hauntings, and then I look back and I'm like seconds after the thing happened, okay, and then it just it was explainable. It was explainable. You know what I mean? Like as an example, okay, not going to get too graphic here, but one day I was sitting on the toilet. Okay.
What?
Well, it's not. That's
this is already starting.
no.
here.
That's
Yeah,
as far as
yeah.
the graphic part goes.
When it starts there.
No, that's as far as the graphic part goes.
Because I know how that
Look,
ends.
okay, let me just say this. I
just saying.
was handling
Okay,
business.
no,
Right.
no, no, no.
Handling business.
What
okay.
business is that? Taxes?
Very.
Taxes.
Yeah, it was very taxing at the time.
See.
Well, see, you're starting. You're
I did,
you're
I
leading me
did,
down
I
this
did,
rabbit hole.
I
So I'm
did.
gonna keep going there. But anyway,
No, use the toilet instead.
the shower curtain started to move on its own. Like it started to open up, move on its own.
Yes.
And remember, I'm sitting down in a
Right.
position where I can't just get up and leave.
You can't do that.
Or maybe I could and just whatever.
You could.
And this was years ago. So
What position was this?
I start freaking out, dude. I get like, the hairs on the back of my neck were standing up, and like I was chilled out. But then I look up, and the bar that holds up the shower curtain, I guess got loose, and so it went tilted sideways. And so the reason why the shower curtain was opening was just gravity. Gravity was pulling that curtain open, and I was like, oh, son of a bitch.
It was a spooky curtain.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yes.
now we will open up community mic.
Okay. Sorry, I jumped the community. What did you say? I gotta come up. So I'm.
I'm
coming
saying,
up.
man, you're jumping it like as if you want to beat the shit out of it, but go ahead.
Oh,
Do you, man?
Not the one change that they made in the Ghostbusters, which is something that's well in terms of paranormal activity. The technology that they mentioned that I thought was, this should probably debunk it or end it for one way or the other, was the fact that YouTube and the whole YouTube thing should have all these stories that have people. Everybody's got phones, everybody's got camera phones, everybody's got YouTube. So if any of this was recordable, we should 2 weeks after YouTube started, we should have just been deluged with this stuff. And the fact that it's never been there in any reasonable level.
So are you talking about actual ghosts, or are you talking about in the
Well,
movie?
it was obviously in the story frame,
Yeah.
but if ghosts were real, which some people still believe, that you figure that should have been we should have been flooded with stuff like that.
Maybe they're like vampires and they don't show up on camera. Wait, is that vampires? Or is that just mirrors?
I think
mirrors.
you're vampires. You're right. No, it's vampire. Well, no, I think any
Vampires
recording
can't.
medium depends on
Vampires
who,
can't see themselves in the mirror.
depends on which book you talk. Some people say that expands to video recording.
Well, that would make sense because you got to go through a mirror to get to the.
You gotta have some kind of reflection
But
surface.
that's why you can't see a vampire in binoculars, but you can in a telescope.
Well, that doesn't make any damn sense.
Wait,
Sure it does, because there's a mirror
Telescopes
in
have mirrors
binoculars.
in them.
There's a mirror in telescopes.
telescopes?
Not,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
to regular
absolutely.
telescopes, only the reflective telescopes do.
So you can see it with a Cassian
Are you talking
telescope.
about, are you talking about like a periscope though?
Like a,
Are you talking about a periscope?
like the one that the pirates use?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a periscope.
No, that's no.
No,
that's not a
periscope.
periscope.
Periscope goes up when you can see behind you.
It comes, periscopes have mirrors. You can't see
Periscopes
you
are
can't
on
see
a submarine.
vampires in periscopes either.
Okay.
Learn your scopes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ever in the Navy or anything. I've never. Although I think I did make a periscope with those milk cartons, like where you can like look
yeah.
over the. You can look over the brick wall or the.
Couch.
I mean, I never did that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was primitive technology that I used.
Yeah.
You'd think like as soon as everybody got a cell phone, we'd see all the alien pictures
Aliens.
Yes.
and Bigfoot and ghosts.
We've just seen more hoaxes, right?
right.
I don't even. I don't think it's. Is it more? I haven't tracked the trend of it. I feel like it's normal.
If we captured Nessie, like the Loch
Nessie?
Ness, the Loch Ness monster, if we could somehow give it a voice, I want it to be Scottish. Of course, right?
It's a dinosaur, dude. Why would it have a voice?
Because Disney can do it.
There we go.
I don't know.
Only it will be with a Scottish brogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you tell the difference?
With a
I don't know.
Okay.
the inflection?
I'm gonna hurt something.
We are getting way.
We're getting wet. Yeah, we
All
are.
right.
Cold in here.
So to sum it up, October's coming up. We do our 31 Days of Scary. That's how we kind of got into this whole thing. And look for my article in the next 2600 coming about October. Now, my main discussion topic that I wanted to bring up, actually, Doxy, first of all, because this discussion topic I think will carry quite a bit of time. Android O came out, and it was Oreo. I was right.
I was right.
I said Oreo.
I definitely said Oreo last
Yeah.
We
week.
both said Oreo.
I don't think you said Oreo.
I said Oreo.
I don't think you said Oreo.
I don't
did.
think you
He
said
said
Oreo.
Oreo.
I said
Didn't
Oreo.
I
He
say
definitely
Oreo?
said Oreo.
I don't think you said Oreo.
No.
What
No.
else would I have suggested it be?
Wait.
Orange Julius? I don't know. I have no
No,
idea.
you
dude.
said
Orange creamsicle.
Maybe
That's
I
right,
did,
orange
maybe
creamsicle.
Maybe I did say orange creamsicle.
You said orange cream. Yeah. Orange
I'm
creamsicle.
misremembering. I'm
know what?
misremembering the facts.
You know what's amazing is that we have audio of it. We can listen to it.
I'm so okay.
We'll figure it out.
I'm so lazy to ever go back. So maybe any of our listeners can go back and tell me
Nice.
how wrong I am.
That's the chat. See what they got.
Yes, if you are in the chat, if you are in IRC, and if you remember a couple of weeks back, please tell me if I am right or wrong that I said Oreo, that Android O was going to be called Oreo. I know Doxy said it, but did I say it?
Let's
That's the
just
question.
err on the side of caution and say you were wrong.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I want to do
Easy
I want
peasy.
to do another bet where Doxy has to dye his hair
I've
again.
never dyed my hair again.
No, you will.
Nah, I don't think so.
Anyway,
Too much work.
all right. Well, so how do you like Android O, or sorry, Oreo?
Well, I've been on the dev preview since it started.
Any difference from the official release?
Not that I've noticed yet. No, it was actually a really smooth transition. It goes right from the developer preview 4 right into the official 8.0 release.
Well, the developer preview wasn't really buggy though, right? It was just
No, I've been I've been pretty lucky with my developer previews. I haven't had any issues. I've been using them as daily drivers for the past couple of months now because I went from developer preview 1, 2, 3, 4 into the official release.
well. There were earlier releases, like when I used to just be gung ho about trying new firmwares. Like this is back in the 1.6 days, like Donut and
I mean that was a flip of the coin whether your phone was going to break or not.
right. And
back
so
then.
since then, I've just been like, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll wait until official releases.
do
That's
that.
just me though, because I need my phone.
I mean,
to
I
function,
didn't
think.
so much back then, but I definitely do now. Like I definitely need my phone for like alarm and everything in my life.
Yeah.
How am I going to get places if I don't have navigation?
Yep.
I can't.
All right, so we have some chatter in the chat. About how wrong I am. Crux says Master Chen is always wrong, so that's kind of how it goes. I guess.
Yeah, that's why
When
I said,
have I ever
that's
been
why,
wrong?
That's why I said err on the side of caution. Just say you're wrong.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure everybody can think about it. Okay, so there was one thing that I saw in Oreo that it was like a picture in a picture, or like you could be doing a video chat while still doing other things, like
Yeah.
checking your Facebook or taking notes or whatever. Like it was, you had the screen off to the side.
So that I'm a little unclear on because I know they
You
have.
don't know how to do it yet, or like.
Well, I know they have multitasking, but I think this is a separate feature from their multitasking. Like you can drag a window and have like half screen windows or whatever. But
You
I
can
think
do that in Nougat.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, the multitasking. Yeah, I just
Right.
I wanted to see if
there's a picture-in-picture feature where you can watch videos like YouTube, or like if you're on a video call or whatever, you can have that playing outside the screen while you're in other apps and whatnot. I don't video call anyone, so I haven't used that yet, and I don't know if it's only restricted to video calling and whatnot. But I haven't actually really looked into it because I don't
Video call anyone. Yeah.
Who does? It's weird.
Right.
I do.
I don't want to look at people's faces while I'm talking to you. That's weird, right?
No, I love video calling.
I don't
You
like
do video
it.
calling?
Oh yeah.
I have never.
Like with every phone call, or like
No, but I prefer it.
Really?
you prefer video calling?
Why?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I just do.
Is it just because the technology's there?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it is. It's you know, I've wanted it since I was 10 and watched Space 1999, and they had these little phones they could talk to each other.
Well, then why don't you use like one of those watches that are like Dick Tracy, or was that not a thing for you?
Sure, yeah. As soon as I can afford one.
Well, you're not on Apple anymore, so you're not using the Apple Watch to do that, right?
Right.
Do they make smartwatches that you can talk into? Well, of
Yeah.
course they do. Of course they do.
I
What
want
would
to
they
say that most of the Samsung watches have microphones.
Yeah,
you can
you
talk
think
into.
it's Samsung Gear 3 or better? Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever want to go back to Samsung.
I haven't. I think I don't like their. Well, actually, the S8 is nice, but that's a whole other thing. But the Gear 3 is actually a nice watch.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice watch.
Yeah, they're all basically the same hardware, same software. Samsung adds a little bit to it, but you know the Gear 3 is what makes it work.
Yeah.
And I think it's a nice solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're going to do like a Pixel Watch or an official Google Watch.
That's what they were talking about. So, the only thing official I've heard that's coming out apart from the new Pixel phones
Right.
is a new Pixel Chromebook. So remember how a couple years ago they had like the super top of the line Pixel Chromebook? It was really nice. So they're doing another one of those because I think it's been 2 years since the last one. So that's coming out as well. But they talked about watches last year, but obviously it didn't happen. So I don't know what they're going to do this year. I think they're letting watchmakers make the watches now instead of using phone companies to do it.
Right.
Right. Like Fossil, yeah.
Fossil. And I actually think it works out better that way.
Yeah.
Because you get nicer watches, and you don't have
Because they have the experience of making that really nice timepiece plus whatever smart functionality you need in there.
What we need is a Swatch smartwatch.
Swatch smartwatch. I just want
Beats, weren't those?
Yeah.
Well, that was a long time ago.
I want a Pebble Time round, but like a touchy one. I feel like the Pebble Time round is a perfect smartwatch.
I'm so sad that Pebble's been discontinued, and I know that they were bought out by Fitbit, but I don't know if they're not developing for it anymore. Really, like
They are not. They're not integrating much of the technology into anything I've seen so far. It's kind of sad.
Vic, do you have any prospects for maybe your next smartwatch? Because you made
haven't
some great choices, and I want to follow your lead.
I haven't seen anything that I'm like really super excited about so far.
I'm still rocking the original G Watch.
How do you, really?
How long does your
Love
battery last?
Lasts all day.
Really?
I put it on the charger at night.
You know, I thought about that too. And I
But
was-
we have like a 4-day battery life though.
but
okay.
you sleep every night, right? That's
Yeah.
what I thought about. Because at first I was like, oh, I need a
But
week.
it tracks my sleep too.
And
I don't know.
I'm not gonna
I mean,
wear the
what
charger.
do you do with that information though?
yeah.
I look at it and be like, man, that's why I'm tired.
Do you though?
Yeah, that's seriously.
I don't
know.
No, like I wake up and this thing says, "Hey, Master Chen, you only got like 3 hours of sleep, but get him tomorrow." And they say that motivational shit too. They're like, "Man, you only had 3 hours of sleep. Do your day, smash it out, and go back home and get some sleep." And I'm like,
You
"Okay,
can
watch."
do it.
Yeah, no, seriously. It
You're
gets
gonna
all-
be great tomorrow.
I'm serious, and we could talk about that. How like they try to mimic or they try to get motivational with that technology.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
I don't want it. Just tell me don't tell me facts.
Yeah, give me facts.
Just
yeah.
say you slept for this long. Done. That's the end of
No,
our
Exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
But they try to make, at least Pebble does. They try to make it motivational. It's
Yeah.
it's
I
almost
bought you. You're not my friend.
it's entertaining. It's very entertaining. It's almost kind of sad, I guess. Like,
It's like,
oh, you're trying to motivate. It's not gonna work.
It's like the butter cutter dude in Rick and Morty. What is my purpose?
Buttercutter.
You pass butter.
Pass butter. And Rick and Morty, the little tabletop guy that
Yeah.
passes butter. You don't remember that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, okay,
You
okay.
just- yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sorry. I know what you're talking about.
Oh
now.
my God.
It's
Community Mike.
It kind of reminds me a lot of like what Douglas Adams in the Hitchhiker's Guide series with the Serious Cybernetics Corp, where it's like your electronic pal that's fun to be with, and it's like it's getting that way really quickly.
I don't
And
like
it's
it.
like corporate personalities are just about as or worsely annoying than like a lot of other corporate things because it's really artificial.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't like it.
Another thing too is when I do a casual walk for like, what the hell? Oh, yeah.
What will happen?
No, I don't know where that sound effect came from. Thanks, Vic, with the soundboard. There are times where like I take like a 25-minute casual walk, and it's like, man, you burned so many calories, and I'm like, thanks for just telling me how bad I suck at actually working out. Like, or at the end of the day, it'll say, hey, you've taken like 2,000 steps, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so sad. But then the next thing that comes after that is, that's 10% above your normal average. I'm like,
Wow.
that's even worse. And then it's crazy because I'll fuck with the averages by going somewhere like to Disneyland or like some vacation that requires a lot of walking.
Wait.
And it'll be like, oh man, you stepped like 24,000 steps today. That's like 98% more than your average.
Oh, yeah.
And then yeah.
So you go to Disneyland to screw up your watch?
Yeah, I do.
You have a weird
well,
life.
To screw up his average.
I do.
Oh, to screw up his average.
I
Yeah.
specifically go there to screw up my average.
You know what they say?
You have a weird life, Chin.
What makes it weird? You don't like cheese. I mean, like, what makes my life
you just
weird?
got weird
Cheese,
stuff going
bananas. What else?
You just got weird stuff going on.
All right, well, we're not here to start drama, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
That's the only reason I come.
to start shit. All right, got you. All right, so we're talking about the smart technology, but the main, unless anybody has any more to say about this
Oh.
topic, go ahead.
One more thing about Android 8, there's no more input lag from the time you say OK Google to when you say your command or whatever.
Oh, they fixed that?
So it's just like, OK Google, blah, 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 blah. There's no like
Oh, so
waiting.
you don't have to say, okay, Google, and then wait until that microphone thing comes up?
Yeah, it's like,
So what'd they do?
it's better. So it's like a fast response time when you're using Google Assistant now. So instead of saying, OK Google, wait for a beat, and they're like, oh, listening, it's just, OK Google, whatever. It listens faster now, supposedly.
It's always
In order to-
listening.
It's always listening then, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's already been always listening.
Yeah.
That's what the 8th core is for. It's just like a low power CPU that's just always on mic.
Fucking really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, I always want to pick up when you say "Okay, Google," right? It's always listening for that trigger command.
Well, okay, so I tested this yesterday, but I think it's because I did disable this. I looked at it and I was like, okay, Google, and it didn't do shit. And I was like, yeah.
I mean, you could turn it off.
I did. So that's what I'm saying. I verified that I turned that off.
We said "Okay, Google." Everybody's phone started
did
lighting
it go
up.
off? Okay, Google, search for
Google.
pictures of McNutt.
Say search off.
Sorry, that was awesome.
That's the good stuff. That's what,
Okay, Google, turn off.
yeah, that's where you get the good stuff. Oh shit.
Wow.
Sorry, power controls are not yet supported.
Sucker.
Really?
Nice.
Wow. Good
Yeah.
job.
So, Android 8 is. I think it's a lot more background
Android 8.
stuff.
Oh, it is 8, isn't it? God
Yeah,
damn.
8.0 is more background. There's not a lot of. I feel like the aesthetics of Android is kind of.
Don't you think the aesthetics are more towards or more done by the other providers? Like, so you have Android 8 or you have the base Android system, and then like Samsung fucks with it to make touch
most,
with
most,
it.
people, most people are going away from that. A lot of people don't have
Yeah,
skins
I don't like
anymore.
that shit either.
Like Samsung is the only one that really has a skin. Moto is pretty close to stock. Android, well, except for
LG.
like
What about LG's pretty stock.
LG's pretty stock. They have some of the stuff, but it's less than TouchWiz. Chinese phones are super heavily customized, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But more phones are going more towards stock because it's got a nice unified look now.
Well, I would prefer that.
No.
Oh, there you go.
I don't like the TouchWiz interface.
No,
like
me
touch-
neither, not at all.
I think the Samsung 8 or Galaxy S8 is a really nice looking device, but I just can't stand TouchWiz.
What do you think about the Note?
The
I don't
Note
know
8?
why. I don't get it. It's like a.
It's a freaking laptop screen with a pen.
But I mean, it's.
Okay, maybe not this big, but you know.
I just get the S8 rather, the regular S8 or S8 Plus or whatever.
Are they still doing the Edge thing? Is that a thing
Edge to
still?
Edge? Yeah.
It's not like it is the Edge thing, but it's different now. You haven't seen it?
Not lately.
It-
I really haven't been paying attention to Samsung.
You should actually really look at it. It's actually a really nice design, but I don't like the Note. I don't see the purpose of it.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? Spend $900 on a Pixel?
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
I know you
Yeah.
asked that because you knew he'd say yes.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
That's
2
the
more
plan.
I
months.
really wasn't expecting a yes, but
2 more months.
No, it's doxing.
Wait,
He
to
updates his phone every
each
6
his
months.
own.
So is it
more months.
$900?
Oh, it's something ridiculous.
The Note is $930 or $950.
Yeah.
The Pixel Note.
No, the Samsung Note or S. what is
Yeah, I was
Galaxy?
gonna say it's very Pixel Note.
No,
yeah, I
no.
didn't think there was.
The
Okay.
the Galaxy Note is like $950 on the carrier, whatever.
Yeah,
something like
okay,
that.
but what's
What-
the Pixel going for?
Oh, probably. I mean, last year was what, 8 something? It was
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, it's
small
gonna be
one,
nine. It's gonna be
850.
900. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I hope not.
Well, the big one's gonna be 900.
It was about 900 last time, I guess. Was it?
No, because I got. I think mine was 7 something, like 7.
And you got the
I got the smaller one.
Pix. I forget. I should look up prices. I don't remember. But I feel like it was like either mid 800s or high 800s for the Pixel XL. Like
That sounds right.
I feel like it was like
It was
mid
like
to high
$100 more.
800s. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you talk taxes and everything else,
Yeah.
it blows the hell out of $1,000 bill.
Yeah. But I mean, if I kept it for any longer, it'd be a good value. But because I switch out so much, maybe it's not such a good value. But I mean, that's a whole other thing. I do feel like phones are too expensive now.
Do you?
Way
feel-
too expensive.
I feel like the differences between a $500 phone like the OnePlus 3 and even like the Pixel, there aren't enough.
It's not worth that
differences
$400
for it
difference.
to be so expensive. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just the name now and the brand. I don't think it's worth it.
I'm almost
It's
going,
like Nikes.
I'm almost going for that new Motorola. It's $135.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whoa, what phone is this? Is it good?
the G. Are you talking about the G4? I think?
G4, yeah,
G4,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it's a solid phone. G4 Plus or G4, one of those. I mean, they're both relatively cheap. They're solid phones. They're just not flagships.
My last Motorola Android phone was the Moto Blur.
Keyboard? Yeah.
It's still the keyboard.
Moto- that was trash. the
It
Moto
was.
Blur.
It was, and that's why I haven't been back to Motorola.
And that's what everybody says to me. They're like, "Oh, I bought an Android because you said it's so good. And this phone sucks." I was like, "If you buy a cheap phone,
Well,
you're
that
gonna get a cheap."
Well, that was before Google bought them, and then
Yeah, that was way
they've
before.
been bought from Google.
They're Lenovo now.
Yeah.
I had that phone for maybe a few months, and then I in a fit of rage, I forgot what it was, but I threw that phone to the ground, and it smashed into 2 pieces.
You got some issues, dude.
No, dude, it was like this really cool Hulk move. I was like, I am the Hulk. No, anyway. Community Mike.
So this is the Moto 3G LTE, and this was like 150 at Target about, gosh, almost a year and a half
Yeah,
ago.
I think-
so. And it served me well for it. It works fine. It's got a couple apps.
And to be honest, most phones will.
Yeah.
Most phone, I mean, even the lower end, the Moto G4 for what 150 or something like that will do you fine.
Yeah, it does the network, and then the apps are apps, and the operating system is pretty consistent because it's Android.
Yeah, the Moto G4, I was seeing it. It like basically can do everything my Samsung S6 can.
Yep. The only thing you would be losing is camera quality. That's the biggest thing they probably miss out on is they don't have the best camera quality. But I mean, I don't really care. And if you play a lot of games, that it would take a hit there because of the processor. Other than that, though,
Yeah, don't do any of that. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I take pictures, not a lot.
I don't take a lot of pictures, but when I do take pictures, I'm like, I want good quality.
I don't even like. What if you even take pictures of?
I take a lot of work pictures. It's like
I do take a lot of, like when I'm documenting stuff, like
Yeah,
I'm looking at
yep.
numbers or whatnot. That's the first time I
Yeah.
take pictures, honestly. Yeah.
I use the camera also to scan documents. Like I scan it and it saves it into PDF form.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
so
But
you want a high quality camera for that?
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
You only need 1200 res for that. 800 by 1200.
Yeah, you don't need anything fancy for scanning doc. It'll clean it up.
I don't want to scan a legal document and then somebody who is in the legal field says, it looks kind of like a 0, but it's really like an O. I don't know.
I don't think anybody's gonna say that, dude. I don't think that would ever happen.
I always think about
It
worst
can't be
case
any worse than a
scenarios
fax
in my
machine.
head.
Don't they have that one part? I can't remember if they made it a part of something else, but Google has that thing to scan docs now where you take like 4 or 5 pictures of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that called? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I think it's just, I don't know, honestly. I don't remember. But yes, they do have
Yeah.
something like that. And I've definitely seen PDFs in the past with my phone with different apps and whatnot. It works pretty well.
Yeah.
But that's usually all I take pictures with is scanning work stuff, like numbers, serial numbers and whatnot, and scanning documents. That's it.
Yep. Unlocked for $139.
The G4? Yeah. Who takes pictures? What do you take pictures of? Food. That's what you take pictures of.
I don't take pictures of food.
I don't either. I just eat it.
It works better that way.
My
I think.
mind could go so many different ways in that conversation. But
Gross. What was your main topic that you want to talk about?
oh yeah, we got dude.
Ghostbusters.
Today, no, that's not the main topic. We're talking about.
I'm kidding. Go.
Okay, this is definitely a tangent. No, so Vic and I were talking before the Fozzie Hour today. Oh shit, we didn't even talk about the Fozzie Hour, which is also great, by the way. That was about aviation, but I think we need to get into this main topic. Before the Fozzie Hour, Vic and I were talking about now. Okay, we're talking about social media. Okay,
Social media.
so kind of get that into your head. Okay, I think politics aside, social media has ruined the way that people can share opinions without being ostracized or without being just like shit on by everybody. Like, if I can share an opinion with you, okay, cool, great. But as soon as I share an opinion online or where people can see it, you just get shit from all sides, and you're like, So I'm wondering if it has social media. This is my question: has social media ruined the actual social aspect or the social interaction between people? I think it has.
Because when you share your opinion, you get shit on.
Well, more so than you would normally have before.
Well, to counterpoint this, I feel like the only reason you wouldn't get shit on in person is because you're probably sharing your opinion with either friends or people you know are going to
right,
agree with
instead of like thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah, if you put it on like a public platform.
Or hey, if you have 5 friends, fucking
like
5 friends.
Like if you're on Twitter and you're like, I think Rick and Morty's stupid. Fuck Rick and Morty, whatever, something like that. And obviously, you're gonna get a bunch of people like, "Fuck you, Rick and Morty's great," But in life, you're like, "Oh, I hate Rick and Morty." And your friends like, "Yeah, I hate it too," right? So,
Well, I think it's a dehumanizing aspect of it.
That's true. It's not a face.
I think
right?
I think you don't really see the reply that you're sending is actually going to a person or that you're speaking to a person. I think it cuts away from that humanizing aspect.
I would agree with that. I feel like it's more prevalent when it's anonymous. But I feel like on Facebook and Twitter, when you know who it is or whatever, less so. But even still, to an extent, you're just like, I don't know this person, so they're not a real person to me. They're just someone who has a stupid opinion. Not you, but I think some people think.
He looked at me right as he finished that sentence.
Someone has a stupid opinion.
Someone has a stupid opinion.
No, I mean, Satchel, do you have anything like? I don't know which way you're leaning, one way or the other. If you want to, all I'm saying is,
I want to put my stake in. I don't think social
kinda
media has
personal.
ruined. What did you say? Ruined what?
well, just the way we
Interaction.
well,
I don't think
interaction without feeling like you're going to get shit on for having whatever opinion that you have.
I don't think so. I don't agree with your point.
Okay. I'm going to be this way for the rest of the show. I'm kidding.
I'm kind of in the middle because on one hand I see what you're saying, but on the other hand, if you've got an unpopular opinion in the first place,
But
if
what
you're
side
like
is it?
Nazis ain't so bad.
No, I am not saying
No,
that
I know
at
you're
all.
not. No, I know you're not saying that. No, of course
By the
not.
way, I'm fucking brown. Just to throw that out there. I can't be racist. I'm brown. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. Jesus Christ.
I was.
Ooh, Twitter storm.
Yes,
Twitter
here we go.
storm.
And I have to preview this or I have to pretext this by saying I'm fucking kidding.
Yeah.
But why do I have to do that? Because we're on a social platform. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm sorry. What was your opinion?
What?
What were you saying?
So basically, if on one hand I see what you're saying, that it does, if someone is, let's say that they tend to veer politically to the right, in a lot of spaces on the internet, even if they're just like, I think the government should have less of a role in day-to-day life, they get put in that same box with the Nazis, and that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And for instance, there's actually, it's a tale of 2 guys I work with. They're both
is
Republicans.
that the title of your next book?
It should be.
By Charles Dawkins.
One guy, they're both nice. They're both Republicans, but one of them is completely intellectually consistent. He's like, yes, this is wrong. This is slightly, this is something I don't really like, but I, think the government should have less of a role in our daily lives. Blah 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 blah. So he and I do disagree, but he's intellectually consistent. The other guy that I work with is not at all.
Okay.
At all. He's like, well, I don't think the government should look into our daily lives as far as, as far as tracking guns. They shouldn't keep a registry of all the guns. That's an invasion of our privacy. I said, what about stop and frisk? He's like, well, that stops crime. Okay, well, if logging all the guns stopped crime, so where is it? Is it okay to intrude on these people's privacy, but it's not okay to intrude on these people's privacy? And he couldn't answer because he knew the answer,
You beat his ass with logic. No, I don't know.
I mean,
A
I
rhetorical.
showed him.
It was a not a rhetorical question. That's wrong. The Socratic method. Is that what we're using here?
I guess I showed him. I took him to a place where he could understand both sides of the argument. And my point with this is more along the lines of, if someone's intellectually consistent, I don't mind. But when someone is not, when someone is just like applying double standards willy-nilly just as a thinly veiled, attempt at putting a cloak on racism, basically, then that's not cool.
Another question. Has sharing your opinion on social media ever changed the minds of people that you are sharing to?
Damn it. No.
No, exactly. So what the fuck is the point?
No, that's why everything I have is like, I like puppy and kitty pictures.
Right,
and,
right.
I don't do anything except like, wow, that's great that you just got married type stuff. And I don't touch anything else. I just don't post. At the very most, I don't post on social media at all, except for to confirm other people's good things.
Yeah. Nice job.
I don't know if it's because of the filters that I put on my own newsfeed, but I'm starting to see less opinionated. It is. Yeah, okay, fine. I was going to say, are people coming to their senses that maybe opinion sharing isn't the way to... No, okay, fine, my bad. Filters.
And wait, I'll say after community my thing. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, they've done studies where it's like basically in a social network, a real like people that you actually socialize with. Most of us can handle about 200.
People?
200 other
Usually,
distinct people. Like that's the bit with people you can have like real relationships with, and they're more than just a name.
Yeah, and like
an ID.
keep up with them socially and in their
like,
life. Yeah,
spend time,
it's only about 200.
exchange stuff.
Maybe even. Are you sure it's not less than 200?
200 was the number that stuck in my brain, but it's not obviously a set number. It can vary depending on people.
No, but there was a social study on this saying like, okay, well,
I thought it was like 46 or something.
Yeah, it was like 46 to 47. It was like really low.
Maybe it's different grades of it. Like, but my point is that most of I mean, even I, which I'm not a very big social media user, I don't feel I have 600, and it blows my mind that I have that on there. But
how many of them are people who are just like you've casually run into or had a conversation with, like, hey man.
Probably probably at least 66% of them, at least 2/3 of them are
Really?
like
People?
that.
I would never anybody I was just acquaintances with.
Yeah, well, there were some people that you meet someplace and you're like, oh, that was a really cool person, and maybe I won't run into him again for a while. I don't know, but the point is that it's just to have a real debate, to have a real discussion. That takes energy, that takes an interest, that takes a willingness to actually listen to the other side. It takes a lot of things that, let's face it, social media and Twitter and most of those mechanisms with their 140 character limits and everything aren't designed to do. They're just not designed for those kind of discussions.
Yeah, and I feel like because of that, because of the constraints, people feel they have to be, and I could be wrong, but I feel like people feel like they have to be one extreme or the other. So I feel like most people are more middle ground. But because of social media and because of the platforms, people are like...
Do you think they have to go to the extreme to feel like they're being heard? That's what I'm thinking.
I feel that way sometimes. That people are, like most people are in the middle of the road, pretty like, I'm good either way. But because of the platforms, they're like, well, I saw this person said that they like whatever, but they're wrong, and I got to tell them how wrong they are.
But Doxy, you are wrong when we're talking about cheese.
What are you talking about?
See what I'm saying?
So I don't think it's...
I'm just trolling him.
I don't think it's so much that they have to go so far to whatever corner they're in to stand out. I think it's a purification thing on both sides. Like, oh, you don't think we should cut taxes for billionaires. Oh, well, you must love Hillary.
Oh, so it's like a straw man? Is that like a...
Well, if there's any...
Like a variant of a... Like
if there's any variance in your position from what is accepted in that tribe... Well then, you're not with us. You're with them.
Yeah, you can't be on my side if you believe this.
Well, I get attacked from the left. Sometimes.
It's a purity spiral.
Purity spiral, but it also goes along with what you were saying earlier, Vic, about virtue signaling.
Yes,
like moral and virtue signaling.
You have to show that you have morals and that your opinion is of the most altruistic sense, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, we're talking.
I think we should just start a group of sarcastic altruists.
and what would an example post be?
Well, no, you're being altruistic, but you're being sarcastic while you're doing it. It's like a troll. Here's some soup.
Well, I guess you want socks too. Okay, fine. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sarcastic.
So,
altruist.
okay, my next question is, do you see this getting any better?
No.
No. There's no mechanism to fix it.
Well, okay, better could also mean just the idea of not using it gradually. Like maybe people get bored of the whole platform.
They will get bored of the platform.
Oh, you're laughing at me. Okay, fine.
I mean,
people are just going to get bored of social media and they're just going to go home and crochet.
I feel like they'll get bored of the platform, but there's always a new one waiting.
There's always a new one.
Jing, do it again.
We get
Jing, do it again.
We get tired of
Jing,
do it again. Static pictures, so they give us 6-second videos with Vine. You know, we get tired of 6-second videos, so now we have. Is 8 seconds?
Yeah.
I have never used it.
No, 6 seconds was Vine. Then it was 8, and then they got bought out by Facebook, and then just smash.
Nothing replaced it.
Well, no.
I mean, there's. You
have Snapchat where you can do quick videos.
There's Boomerang on Instagram, which is just like a rotating.
That's
video
so weird. It looks weird.
But that's what I'm saying. Like whenever you get bored of one, there'll always be another one.
But can that do you think that's where opinion sharing is going to be going next, like into a Boomerang or into a Instagram?
I mean, it could. Any way you can get your opinion out. If you're boomeranging Confederate flags, well, I don't know. It could be. It could be a platform for anything you want it to be.
I wonder if that's why more people seem to be going to Instagram, because it's just like, here's a picture of some shit I took and go away.
It's just like, fuck it. It's a picture.
Let's not have a conversation about
it. I took
this
is a picture that I took, and like it or don't.
Argue with this. Argue with this.
I feel like it'd be cool if they would just take away the commenting part of it. Like, liking stuff is cool.
Just
take out the comment system.
That's a fucked up picture. Like, you always have a hater.
Yeah, because then it defeats the purpose if you just want to like it or not. Because now we have comments, and I don't want to hear what you think. I just want to see the picture.
But then how am I going to tag you in those dank ass memes that I see?
Have you ever tagged me into on Instagram?
Not on Instagram, but maybe.
Okay, there you go.
Well, but I could though. I could potentially.
Can you even tag people?
Yeah, you just do @ and then your Instagram name.
I don't use Instagram, dude.
I don't either.
I'm not a social media guy.
Okay.
I just like.
I just use Facebook and get in fights and have people.
And I don't even really use Facebook. I'm just on it. And we talked about why I use Facebook before. I just like to watch people crumble on Facebook. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you know what though? Yeah. I like Doxy's use of Facebook, and I think I've been using it more for that nowadays.
Because I don't post anything. I have nothing of interest to post. What am I going to talk about?
I think personally I have a boring life, and so when I want to share something, I'm like, no.
I feel like most people do. I feel like 95% of people have a very boring life.
But I also think
I think the vast majority of people have an average life.
Average. Maybe not boring, but average life.
Yeah, just average.
You go to work, you come home, you go to sleep.
Hey, I did my 8 to 5 today, and it was awesome.
It's like, guess what? We all ate dinner. I don't even know that you ate dinner.
No, you do, because I'm going to take a picture of that shit in like 3 different filters.
Unless it was like an amazing dinner, you had dinner at the White House or something, that's cool.
Yeah.
Post that.
Right.
But if you just ate dinner in your house, I don't care that you made avocado soup for the first time or whatever it is. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's got to be extra normal.
Yo, man, first time I ever tried this Kraft Blue Box mac and cheese. I got to take a picture of it because that was dope.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just cynical. Maybe I'm just an asshole.
No, I'm cynical too, but
maybe I'm just an asshole.
But you're right.
I just don't care about your.
I don't care about them, and I don't figure they care about me.
Right. Because I'm not doing anything. We're doing the exact same thing.
Well, I don't know the exact study, but I know that there has been at least one, maybe multiple studies of like people who overshare on Facebook are depressed actually. Like they're looking for that like, or they're looking for that
validation.
Yeah, that validation.
I absolutely
like when they overshare, it's like, oh man,
notice me.
Your life isn't really that great, because if it was that great, you'd be living it instead of you know what I mean? Instead of documenting it.
Bunch of extroverted psychopaths.
Right.
I believe that.
And here we are making a podcast, and I'm going to be sharing the shit out of this later.
And I feel like it's really obvious too. Like when people share stuff a lot, or when they're always like, "Look what I did." I'm like, "Okay, you made dinner."
Hey, you just gave the real life like button there.
There you go. There's your thumbs up. Bling.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, so you don't think it's going to get any better?
No, because like Vic said, there's nothing in place to make it better. Like, and I think a lot of people don't see it as a problem. They're like, I have an opinion. I need to share my opinion, and if you don't agree with me, we can argue about it. And nobody's like, we shouldn't. I mean, I'm sure people are like, let's not argue. But the vast majority of people are like, I have an opinion. I'm going to share it, whether you want it or not. You know?
I'm sorry.
No, that's
That and the conversation can be swayed so heavily just for money.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. During the election on
all those targeted
sides,
ads and whatnot.
Well, not just targeted ads. I'm talking about people sitting in a room somewhere halfway across the world going, "This person sucks. They're terrible. That person sucks. They're terrible." What do they call those?
You sound like Carl. Terrible.
Man, that is terrible.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Who's that guy? Magic Johnson that had a show or something like that? Who was it?
Wait.
I don't know.
Charles Barkley.
Barkley.
Oh man, that's just terrible.
I thought it was a Karl Malone impression. Never mind. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's Charles Barkley.
I think it's Charles. Oh, yeah. So he. So it's so easy to sway public opinion. Sorry, with. For money that I don't think it will get any better because, everyone's gonna keep using that, and that just does nothing but throw more gas on the fire.
Especially, and I mean, especially when it reinforces your position.
Right.
Like I see a lot of these videos.
Echo
on
chamber,
Facebook.
right?
Echo chamber.
Echo
Right?
chamber.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what they're calling it.
I watch a lot of these. I don't watch a lot, but I see all these videos on Facebook of like, whether they're left-leaning or right-leaning people, like, and a lot of them are just sitting in their car talking on their phone.
I know.
I don't know.
What the
I don't
fuck?
know what this.
How did that become?
I don't know what this phenomenon is with people in their cars giving these like hour-long speeches.
Because they're driving to work, and they're
getting
paid to drive to work.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
And they're like,
what freaks me out is how they can like drive the car, talk on the phone, and eat something at the same time.
Dude, the technology right now is going to destroy us not because of what it is, but because of how we use it. How we use it. Because you're right, the whole car thing. The weak ones. Like the video starts off with them making a left turn, or they're turning.
I mean,
and then it's like, this is why I'm pissed off. Yeah. And then they'll go off into their shit, and I'm like...
And I feel like most people have houses. Like, go home and record, or like, I don't get it.
Or, yeah. Or
I would say 98% of the videos I watch on Facebook is someone in their car ranting somewhere.
Or now I've seen a lot of people like who are walking down like their home street. Like they're walking down the home street on the sidewalk, and then like they're talking with it's always the white earbuds with the microphone. Talking.
I just feel like that's extremely awkward. Like I wouldn't like walk in and film yourself. I feel like that's just
I
really
see that
awkward.
a lot though, dude. Yeah.
I see it in the airport every day, man.
Really?
Really?
Every day somebody's doing that.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Hey man, they're professional vloggers and stuff.
That's what it. That's
what
what,
I mean. Like they're getting paid them vlogger bucks.
The echo chamber. They're just reinforcing the position. I just feel like when people are like, "Oh, that's a really well-spoken guy," he's getting like thousands of shares and likes or whatever. This must mean it's right,
Yes, exactly. The reinforcement just because
it's popular.
Yeah.
Oh, this video's been shared everywhere. My cousin shared it. It must be right. And then like, well, I believe in this position because this dude in his car has this great speech about it.
Yep.
He's just a well-spoken asshole.
So what's that thing that they do? Now, keep me honest on this one. Isn't there some kind of thing like on Facebook where a company will share some kind of meme or something or whatever and get a whole bunch of likes, right? And then they'll change the original picture to whatever someone wants?
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
Really?
Yes, I saw that today. So there was an article on Facebook that said, McGregor caught, fight is canceled. So I'm like, what? Because I am looking forward to that fight. We can talk about that later. But I click on it because this one I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was something that I actually cared about. It was a fucking dental office, dude. This was like an hour before, or like when I first got here tonight. Like, I clicked on it and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? It was ridiculous. They switched it and it was an advertisement for the dental office.
You got spear trolled, man.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the They knew that I was heavily invested in this fight coming up.
Goddamn cocksuckers.
I know, dude. It's ridiculous.
That's not fair. They're trying to cut down.
Holy shit. Okay, so
I still don't think that should be an insult.
I think.
I guess it's only an insult if you take it as an insult, right? Like if if I call you a cocksucker and you're like, "Fuck you, man," or some people are like, "Oh,
well,
all right."
Oh please, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. It was I just gave you $5 for
just doing my duty, just doing my thing.
So I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Okay, so it's kind of bleak is our outcome.
Well, not even.
I
mean, I guess it is kind of bleak if you think. But
I mean, honestly, it's not necessarily bleak.
Yeah,
because Vic's got the right idea.
See, remember,
just get on people's birthday parties and call it a day.
Yeah, with newspapers and news channels that you can't interact with. Okay, with newspapers you can't comment on a newspaper, so you read the facts and you're like, all right, fuck, cool, and you put it to the side. But that's not what this is anymore. You have the news article, and then it goes back to what you were saying, Doxy, is the fucking comments. If you could just like or share and then move the fuck on.
There's a news article that pisses you off, and then there's 11 times that your friends all commented on it that repops the news article back in your face again.
And you know what the difference is?
With a new ad on it. Yeah. I was talking about how the McGregor fights the dental office.
Damn
it.
There's a lot of differences between older days with newspapers and whatnot now, but I think the biggest thing is effort. Now, if I see it, like, or not me personally, but like, if I were to see a post and I'm like, oh, I don't agree with this, comment. 2 seconds away. Back in the day, you read the article, you got to write a letter to the editor, you got to mail it, you have to be,
that's right.
And it has to actually get printed in the
and
paper.
a lot of those articles, though, are also automated as far as writing goes. Like they have an algorithm for like keywords and shit. They put the article
on the internet now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they automate the article writing too.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, back in the day, you had to be well thought out enough to write a letter, mail the letter.
That's whom it may concern.
Yeah, I call it splather. It's spray and blather.
Yeah. now you can just be like,
the article posted on August the 25th, 2015 or 2017.
I disagree.
I took great issue with your stance.
But now, you know what? That's what it is. Everybody feels like they have a valid opinion now, just because they can post an opinion. I mean,
are you saying that my opinion's wrong, Doxy?
No, not you, but I'm saying like everybody can have an opinion. That's cool. I don't give a shit. Talk about whatever you want.
Right.
It doesn't make it a valid opinion just because you decide to say something.
Yeah.
You don't just because you want to talk doesn't mean you should talk.
Or just because it's in meme form doesn't mean it's true. God damn it!
I don't need your validation.
Or it doesn't mean it's wrong either.
Nah, you got both sides.
All right, let's open up the community mic.
I bet more memes are right than wrong.
Oh, I love the Kermit memes.
I mean, I think it's if you ever like before the internet came around, like I'm at an age now where I can still remember where there was like talk radio in LA and stuff, and that was kind of similar. It's still there, obviously, but that was kind of where this phenomena was. You could see it in embryonic form there, where you'd get people who clearly were not maybe mental giants, but if you got a sports radio station in LA, you'd get people calling in and talking all this, and clearly they'd spend a lot of time relative to what they're used to thinking about these topics, and but they weren't very well thought out. They were not very well expressed, and it was just more. But it was maybe the one place in this particular person's life where they could feel that somebody would listen to them, and I think that conflict between your own sense of how important do I need to feel versus am I really interested in information? Am I interested in what you guys think? Am I interested in what other people around me think? Or do I just want to speak about, make myself for that one click feel a little more important than I normally am?
I don't want either one of those things. I don't want to know how people feel, and I don't want to be felt. I don't want to be important.
You just don't want to feel.
You just want to do this.
It.
But you just,
I just want to scroll through my feed and be like, oh, that's interesting.
But you also don't get validation by anybody else clicking on your thing.
The only person he needs validation from is in this room, but I won't say who it is.
But a lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people feel very desperate, and I think that's fundamentally what's driving all. Like you said, it's so instant. You literally click, you write it. You don't even have to spell it right. You don't even have to. You can just. You don't even have to use grammar. You can just literally spew out anything, and all of a sudden, for a second, if some people and the more outrageous, the more extreme your viewpoint is, you're actually encouraged to do that because you're more likely to get responses.
Did you just typo in real life? You said viewpoint.
Well, maybe I mispronounced.
It's nice when people.
No, I don't care. I thought it was funny. It's a typo. It's like a verbal typo.
It's nice when people are on your side. It's nice. It's nice to be validated. It's nice when people are like, I agree.
Yeah.
Even if it's stupid, but.
Well, so I have stupid. Because it's so easy to post things. It's so easy to post bullshit.
Yes.
And so like, and I can't walk away. So like, so this guy, he's I don't want to go too deep into. He's a extended family member. Let's put it that way.
He's a friend of the family.
He's a friend of the families. So he posts this thing, and I've never even met the man, but he posts this thing talking about Robert Byrd. How he was a member of the KKK, and he was the longest serving Democrat in history, and no one said anything about that. Well, okay, so the truth is that yes, he was, and he left in 1951 and was very sorry about it for about 30 or 40 years after the fact. So he learned, he was like, oh, I was a dumbass, and then made steps to make amends.
But it goes back to you pulling, or not you, but like people pulling examples that validate their shit.
Exactly, and I damn near caused a family issue. Because I was just like, what you're
family
posting,
issues? What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, because I was just like, listen, this is wrong. But like we were saying earlier, it doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything at all. No one's mind is going to change.
Well, no. So. And I feel, no good can come from it.
No.
No good can come from it.
It doesn't.
Not even short term.
Not even.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because
sometimes they'll take it down. If you like just like
overwhelming.
But you know they took it down and did not change their mind.
Yeah.
You know that.
But that piece is no longer in the public. In that
it doesn't matter.
particular
But you
branch.
can't. But now other people won't know they're like that.
Yes. Undercover racists are the worst racist.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
But I feel like even the short term is not good because even if like let's say you argue someone with the purpose of changing their mind on Facebook or whatever, all it's going to do is make you angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It'll give you frustrated.
Yeah.
11 other people will post on it, make you even madder.
Yep. Because and then it's a whole. I don't get it. Why would you want to frustrate yourself?
Right.
Just close it and be happy.
Well, it's
Go
not
eat a
just like
burrito.
one frustration. It's like a day and a half's worth of frustration.
It's so much.
Yeah.
Because now you're like, oh, all these, and then you're mad how stupid people are. I mean, if it, like,
and then they keep being stupid.
They keep being stupid.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna keep getting mad, dude. Close the window, go eat a burrito.
And they dig in deeper.
Oh right.
Every time
Double
they
down.
dig in deeper.
Double down, make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go eat. You'll be happy. Just leave and go eat. Just
That's
eat
right.
something.
Just stop.
You'll be so much happier.
Take a picture of it.
There you
Post
go.
it on Instagram.
Just keep sending in dinner pictures.
Yeah. Everybody will be much happier.
So I do believe that I have captured the opinions of the show.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
Which brings us to the lightning round.
Do it.
Okay, so for those of you who do not know what the lightning round is, we are going to, today it's going to be infosecurity-magazine.com/news. We will read the headlines, give a tweet's length. We sucked at this last week, but we'll give a tweet's length of our opinion, and then we'll move on. Remember, we want you to do the research and you to figure out your own opinion. We're not here to tell you, as we've said in the last 30 minutes, we're not here to tell you what to think or how to think. You come up with your own opinion. You come up with your own research. Or do your own research. All right, so here we go. Which way are we going? Who wants to go first? All right,
Damn
Mr.
it.
Satchel. Let's see,
That's
first article. SAP POS flaw allows hackers to change pricing. SAP POS, so POS being point of sale.
Thanks for stepping on my joke, damn it.
Oh.
You'd think they would have gotten a good one instead of using the POS flaw.
I dig it.
It's tweets link.
I like
See.
that.
Yeah. There's for the Twitters. On the tweeter.
I don't have anything.
Extra special discount.
Hashtag
Hacker special.
hack all the things. Like everything's being hacked.
Wait, I got another one.
Oh, you do?
It's probably less expensive than paying for good tech support, though.
Right?
I think he's being sarcastic.
Here's another one. Hashtag 10-finger discount.
I like it.
10?
Oh, I thought it was a 5-finger discount.
well, that's if you're grabbing with one
Is it
hand.
the 10-finger discount?
Now, who
That's
types
if
with
Yeah, it's
one hand,
5-finger
Doxy?
discount.
It's originally 5-finger discount because you grab it and you
But when
steal
you're
it.
typing, it's a 10-finger
I
discount.
get it. I'm clever.
Layers.
You're clever, I mean.
Like
I got it.
like an ogre
Like an onion? Yeah.
or an onion. Yeah.
All right. Next article. The security management gap grows as digital threats outstrip defensive capabilities. So basically, there's a knowledge gap. There's a knowledge gap between the technology available and the people to secure it. I'd argue that definitely.
I
Sorry.
think it's a manpower gap.
Yeah, I don't think it's a knowledge gap. I think it's
Okay.
it says over by scale too much. And I mean, I think we talked about this last week with the lack of security professionals.
But that's what automation is for. You automate it.
You can't.
Right?
You can't automate.
You can automate
I'm
to an
kidding, you
extent,
guys.
but you need security professionals. And that's the cold hard fact.
Yeah, I would agree. It's more of a staffing situation than a. It's like no, we can't afford to hire people to do this. No, you can't afford to hire people for the amount you want to pay.
Yeah, bingo.
You mean I can't get a top of the line security expert for 25 cents?
For
Yeah.
$30,000 a year? Fuck you, man. All right.
Our level 2 help desk that gets
Level
paid,
2 help desk is now
gets paid
the head of
$30,000 a
security.
year.
Now the head of security. All right.
I think
really quick.
even if you could pay as much as you wanted to, even if you had an unlimited budget, and everybody had an unlimited budget, there still wouldn't be enough talent to go around.
That's another thing.
And so it's not just a you're not willing to pay the right amount. It's just this job is actually hard.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out
Absolutely.
how to automate the low hanging fruit and train people up.
Absolutely.
And that training factor is huge. We don't have enough training. There's no place to really go get the training outside of of very specialized universities.
Yeah.
And so-
Agreed.
Right, agreed. All right, so this third article is something that I find very interesting because I do watch Game of Thrones. The article is HBO hackers leak the Game of Thrones finale. I think this is the third episode that they've leaked
is the third
prematurely, right?
See again, somebody not paying their bills.
I feel like
Holy shit!
this is the third one in a row.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's like, what the fuck?
They probably have the next several episodes.
Yeah.
Well, this is the finale.
Well,
and
this
that's
is it.
Oh, this
the
is
next
the finale? Oh.
the next season is the last season.
I feel like they.
That's what they said last time.
Did they?
I feel like they got them all at once and they're just releasing them slowly. Well, this is the last one. I feel like they just released them slowly.
I was gonna say, are they done filming the last season? I don't think so.
No, I think they got all of this season.
Oh, this season, yeah, yeah.
The hackers, and they're just releasing.
Okay.
So my tweet is going to be spoiler alert: 2 characters you like fuck, and another 2 characters you like die.
Boom. Game of Thrones.
There it is.
And enough to do you thinking.
Oh wow, Vic for the clickbait win! Wow, holy shit!
So I think that the biggest thing that's coming out of these HBO hacks is that all of them are coming out of third-party partners for HBO.
Huh.
Oh, like their
Like
hosting
people that they
something.
partner with to be able to distribute their media, and that's where they're getting hit. So the third parties who they're helping distribute their media are the ones that are not paying their bills.
It was an inside job.
Are you suggesting that hiring contractors somehow makes your data less secure?
No, hiring contractors of a third party of a contractor who you have a non-negotiable with is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got you.
That is a true statement.
Picking up what you put down.
Yeah, because the time it trickles down to the guy that's actually hitting the keyboard to actually secure your stuff, he's getting nothing.
Yep. And he don't give a fuck.
He's not even, he can't even talk to his boss about what needs to happen tomorrow or it's all going to go boom. You know?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to hear it because he's a contractor.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we have run out of, we're at the end of the lightning round, so that means that we're at the end of the show. We've run out of time, but never out of shit to say.
Where am I?
So join us again next week. Same great time, same great channel. Yes, homage to an homage. I'm sorry to Adam West.
We'll talk about that after the show.
Yes. Anyway, join us again next week. Same. I did that already.
You did
that already.
For more information on the shop, go to synshop.org, and for more information on us, go to GREYNOISE, GREYNOI.se.
Are we still the Las Vegas?
We are always the Las Vegas Valley
Good thing
Hackerspace.
Crux didn't hear.
Oh, I know. Actually, he's online. I think
Crux
he's
is
going to
in
be.
the channel.
He's like, yeah.
Hey, did we close
He
the
would've-
show?
The bot's actually broken, so that's.
Who's supposed to fix that?
Not me.
Well, so
1, 2, 3, 9.
we hired a staffing agency. And they got some contractors, and they got some people, and
Oh my God.
and
We're
it's
working
their
on it.
fault.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
We're working on
We've
it.
opened up a ticket with our support team.
Yeah.
All right, hey guys. My name is Master Chen.
This is Doxy.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
Good night, everybody.